Alright, got a little update on the Xs650. Hopefully this helps somebody out if you're having a similar problem. I have a 79 and I was having an issue with the charging system on the bike. I initially bought this regulator rectifier from eBay, and it turns out that I did not have a functioning one. So what I did was I picked up a stator and a regulator rectifier from a 1983 Xs650. The way I have it wired up currently is I have 3 wires coming from the regulator. Those 3 wires are going, let's see, right here through this cover, and it's going into the stator. I have a red wire on the regulator. That red wire is going up to the positive battery terminal. Let's see, with an inline fuse in it. I also have a black wire from the regulator, and that is going to a ground. And then I have a brown wire from the regulator. That brown wire is connected to the black wire from the stator. And I'm sorry, it's black on some, it's brown on others, which is this top wire right here. It goes in and it is connecting this brush. I use the nylon screws to unground the brush. And then what I did was I connected the green wire right here to this brush. That runs through this line, and it comes into the green wire from the regulator rectifier. Couple of things to note. The brush holder on the 83 models, it looks like it's a little bit different. I just went ahead and swapped back in my brush holder from my 79. Also, I believe on the 83, this wire mount right here is going to go into this hole. It's essentially doing the same thing sitting in this hole, from what I can tell. I also have another one right down here. They're both nylon. But I was having an issue. Every time I rev the bike, it would drop the voltage on the battery quite a bit. So now that I have it wired up like this, I am getting a good spike of voltage, which to me is indicating that the battery is charging. Also, another way I tested it is I took just a regular screwdriver right here, put a wrench on it, insert it into one of these fins right here, just let it sit, and then put the wrench up against there. Now there's a small magnetic pole right here. I'm not sure if that's typical for this charging system. I believe it is. But what happens when you turn the key, let's see here, if I can do this with one hand. You can hold that there, put it kind of close. I believe it's supposed to be about a ½ inch away from the actual cover that goes around this with the Yamaha logo on it. With this cover on, but I'm doing it with it off. I'm gonna turn the key real quick, and I guess it's called a slap test. Basically magnetizes and pulls the wrench up against the cover. Do that again for you. So from what I can tell, the bike is charging. I cannot see if the lights are getting brighter when I rev the engine. Since it's the daytime, it's kind of hard to tell. But based on the multimeter I have, it looks like it's charging. It's getting up to like 13 volts when I'm revving the engine. Typically for these bikes, from what I understand, the engine does not have sufficient RPMs to charge the battery when it's idling, unless it's idling like extremely high. So got to give it a little gas to get it going. So looks like I'm going to be riding this thing pretty soon. Hopefully I can make it up to Born Free 9 on this thing. I've been working on it for quite a while, and it's kind of sucked up all my energy and time. So hopefully it pays off. Hopefully this helps you out. Hopefully you'll see me on the road. Later.